Alrighty guys, welcome back to another video, and this is a Sims 4 guide. I've already done this guide like many times, but I've never really gone full in-depth guides. I'll once again, and this will be my final time demonstrating this, so I will be going through everything you need to know about it, and I'll be more thorough this time. I'll be 100% thorough with you, and I will not miss anything about this, because there are quite a few different things that I missed in my last video discussing this topic. Um, and this is an Eco Lifestyle expansion pack specific guide. So if you don't have Eco Lifestyle, you can just click off the video and find something else. Um, Eco Lifestyle is criticized for its underwhelming gameplay and its similarities to other expansion packs like Seasons, to where it's nature involved. I I don't understand the hate. I personally don't. I actually really enjoy the expansion pack. Uh, Now, two main things it comes with, but we're not going to be discussing one of them. One is the neighborhood action plans, which we're not discussing in this video, hardly, with one exception that I'll talk about later. But its main core gameplay element is the eco footprint, which is literally environmental health. You can see it right here, close by the in-game clock and seasonal gauge. You can see it on the bottom, below the current lunar phase. As you can see, it's neutral. There are three main stages or states that it can be in, and that being neutral, which is pretty much default for every neighborhood except the ones in Evergreen Harbor, with the exception of just one neighborhood of the three neighborhoods that are actually in Evergreen Harbor. Um, to the left side of the bar, we have green, which means it's clean, healthy, and it's very healthy for the environment. And you get like improved gardening, and Sims really enjoy the fresh air. They get a clean air plus one woodlet when it is uh, clean, if I can speak. Sorry about the stuttering. Now, interestingly, if your Sim is a green fiend, this will also improve their mood. They will have a permanent +2 clean air moodlet, uh, on top of the +1 moodlet that they get from being outside. Um, Now, oppositely, we do have industrial, which is the other state, where it is smoggy, gross, and disgusting. And Sims, uh, well, the environmental statuses do actually have like they do have like signs. I have permanent signs of the environment. So like industrial will have a permanent smoggy, gross, disgusting haze in the background, and when you zoom out, it will become noticeable. But as you can see, it's neutral, so we can't really see that at the moment, um, which is good. And they will get a gross air negative plus. They get a +1 uncomfortable moodlet for gross air. And if they do happen to have a green fiend, the green fiend trait, if I can speak, they will get a permanent tense moodlet instead. Um, and that's not good. Um, Now, as far as to going to increasing it from either or, so you see how these plants are right here, right? Just add a crap ton of these all over the freaking lot, and you will start to see a change. Now, also, I should note before going on with this is that it's not an instant change. It will take a few in-game days to achieve either a green or industrial eco footprint, and you will have to. Here's another thing, and I see a lot of people making a mistake on this. I see a lot of people misconceptioning the fact that you have to that you can do it with one lot. The fact of the answer of that is completely false. You do have to do every single lot in the neighborhood. Some lots are inconsistent, but it does work for the most part, which is good. Um, just add a bunch, and I mean a bunch, of stuff that either contribute to green or industrial. So if you're going for green, um, now as far as earlier what I was saying about the neighborhood action plans, there is two in particular that contribute to a green or industrial eco footprint. So if you go right here, and if we go ahead and instant enact, you can go for the upcycling initiative. This is the one that will help you increase green equal footprint for neighborhoods. And the opposite, where is it? I don't think it's actually here. Well, if it is, I don't know where it is. So, anyway, I don't know if there is actually an industrial version, but the upcycling initiative is the green version. So, if you want a green eco footprint, you want to enact that neighborhood action plan if it's available. I was just using cheats there to just show you which neighborhood action plan, or NAP for short, um, you can get a green eco footprint that way as well. But it is still achievable no matter what. But you do have to go for other lots, and this is for both green and industrial eco footprints. Now, something else I should also point out is that if you want to get a green eco footprint or an industrial eco footprint, if you've had a previous green or industrial eco footprint for the neighborhood, it will take a lot longer. As if you go from green to neutral, it will start out over to the left to where you left off with green. So it'll be easier to achieve green again if you want green in the future. But if you want industrial, then it's going to take quite a few more days, probably about an in-game week, to actually achieve the opposite, and vice versa. So if you go for industrial, then if you go back to neutral, then it will go off to the right, and it will start off with a quite a bit maxed out yellow bar on the right side. So again, if you're going for the opposite, uh, then it will take a lot longer rather than starting out uh, in the middle. So that's another thing. Now, here's how to get green. Besides the neighborhood action plans, what you want to do is you want to just build a bunch of green materials, such as like wood, uh, paneling, sidings, like that, the slidings, like all of that stuff. And you want to add like green, eco-friendly ways of gaining power, like dew collectors, wind turbines, uh, solar panels. Uh, that those are all great for a green eco footprint. And also, if you're going to, if you add a bunch of plants like trees, flowers, and all of that, that will also contribute to a green eco footprint. Now, if you're going for industrial, then you just want to just add a bunch of industrial bad materials like I don't know, like metals and like all of that show bad piping and all of that. Also, you want to remove every single plant with the exception of trash plants, that is, if you have any on your lot, because that will contribute to an industrial instead of green. And you want to also add a bunch of fireplaces because this will also contribute to an industrial footprint, as well as water generators or power generators, which are the industrial versions. However, they do cost a lot of money to buy, and you do need the eco lifestyle currencies of bits and pieces, which are gained by using the recycler and by recycling things. Which does cost a lot of simoleons, and it's generally not worth it. In my opinion, it's better to actually turn your building into a factory, I guess. Um, that's pretty much what you want to do. And again, the same for this side. Uh, the same for every single lot in a neighborhood. If you're going for industrial or green, you have to make sure every lot is changed, because a majority of the time, if you just edit your lot of going for either green or industrial, it will generally not be enough. And even if it does achieve it, which sometimes is inconsistent, it will immediately go back to neutral because it's just not enough to be a significant change to the neighborhood. It'll just be insignificant, so it'll go back to neutral. The same thing for industrial. It will just not be enough smog for it to be industrial. Um, and that's pretty much it, guys. I mean, there's really not a whole lot else to go along about this. You can go for green. You can literally be living in the cleanest town ever, or the grossest town ever. This way. And again, you will need the Eco Lifestyle Expansion Pack. There is no going around it. to have this feature. It's one of my favorite features in the game, and I just hate how it's criticized by so many people because I quite enjoy it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope it helped you out, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.